Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation. We will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
And there's another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
It's time for game number 2 at Ron Mottl Field in Parma Heights. This is college baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Tri-C Athletic Departments. Hello, friends. Nathan Smee and Ragazzo once again on the call for you this evening. It is dark outside. The lights are on. This is peak baseball.
Baseball's back. We said it all along the first game. We're going to say it all along here in the second game. Said it's back.
And so is Keegan Gilbride on the mound for Tri-C.
Yeah, phenomenal thing to see. And, if you're a fan of the Triceratops, hopefully game 2 goes a little bit better than game 1 did.
And you look at Keegan Gilbride, who had an outstanding campaign a year ago, but as well, you look at that NABF World Series Championship game, he went toe-to-toe with Ty Dennison. In the end, Stark County, they did just enough in that game. But at the same time, that's a team who had won the tournament now for 4 consecutive years.
Yeah, that was such a fun thing to be a part of. And, obviously it was a really good contested game. And especially, like you said, really good pitchers duel. But in the end, such a phenomenal team down there. And you win 4 in a row. You win 3 in a row. You're going for the 4th. It's tough to stop.
And you have to take into consideration that Gilbride's team, the Mountaineer Lumber Company in the summer, is a second-year organization, now in year number 3.
Yeah.
And they went that far.
Yeah.
They have some talented players, but so does this Tri-C lineup. Looking at their starting lineup today, it's Dreger, Merritt, Hill, Farrell, Bortnick, Jones, Gallagher, Miller, and Bowles. On Kellogg's side, it is going to be a pretty much carbon copy of game number 1. Kaharchek squared to begin. Jake first, then Zach. Then Bookwalter, Morehouse, Stickler, Nieto, Engelsman, St. Antoine, and then rounding things out, Olipa. And on the mound for them is Souden. But Cam, going back to that first game, 11-4, a strong win for Kellogg. Was the key to victory for both teams in game number 2, now knowing what we know from game number 1.
Well, I think for Tri-C, you got to get those runners on, and you got to be able to get them around and score. Saw it a couple times, had a runner stranded, especially on in the later innings. But I think if it's Kellogg, you got to try and start the offense early and continually down on them, right? Because we know how good their offense is. They put up a 6th spot last time out, and trying to start things off early now.
And Jake Kaharchek leading things off. First pitch is a ball, and we are back to the action. Time locally, 6:59. Within 20 seconds of starting right at 7 o'clock on the dot. So we are right on schedule here at Ron Mottl Field. Gilbride's 1-0. Up and out for ball 2. Looking at Gilbride's stats so far this season for Tri-C. He has pitched in 1 game. He started it 4 innings pitched with an ERA of 2.25. So a solid outing for him, allowing a total of 1 earned run. The 2-0. Gonna miss low for ball 3. So some early game struggles for Keegan Gilbride on the mound, trying to settle in. And then up next, it's Zach Kaharchek. And we know just how dangerous that 1-2 punch has been today for Kellogg. Gilbride's 3-0. In there for strike one. All it takes is one for the confidence. But Jake Kaharchek, I feel like hard done by not to win player of the game in game number one. And the only reason he didn't was his counterpart pitched as well. Here comes Gilbride's 3-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. We are full. And that's why you can never count out Keegan Gilbride in any at-bat. Down 3-0 to begin the game, for that matter. Battle back in, and now a full count, a chance to close things out here. And if he can reverse it, that would be a great way to begin his outing. The payoff pitch from Gilbride, and this one runs too far inside. It's a leadoff walk for Kaharchek. And that'll put the leadoff man on here for Kellogg. The dream start for the Bruins. And that'll set up Zach Kaharchek, the designated hitter. And looking at this Tri-C difference, a little bit different this time around. Gilbride on the mound, Hill doing the catching. Gallagher at first, Bortnick at second, Merritt at short, Jones at third, and from left to right in the outfield, Farrell, Dreger, and Bowles. Swing and a miss from Kaharchek. 0-1 the count.
A little bit of a half-hearted swing there. He kind of went down to one knee. It's a little unorthodox.
And again, that's just kind of how Gilbride likes to pitch. He likes to catch people off guard, and he's done that quite well over his time at Tri-C. Throw back to one, not going to be in time.
And I think you could finally see how dark it is when you look at that third camera angle down there.
I mean, it is pitch black outside of these lights. I mean, we haven't been up here in an environment like this since the NJCAA regional tournament back in May. The 0-1. And they're now 0-2. But going back to a point that we've made pretty much all day, this is how baseball is meant to be played. The fun games in the sun are, well, enjoyable. But the fun games under the lights, unforgettable. 0-2 the count on Zach Kaharchek. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Picked up at short. Now it's off his foot. And this one is right towards the dugout. Merritt boots it. And that'll put two runners in scoring position. The Kaharchek's a solid start to the game. And that'll give a prime chance to Peyton Bookwalter to potentially put Kellogg on the board twice to begin the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it would have already been a tough out to try and get him at first, and then you boot it, and each player moves up an extra 90 feet.
And if you are the Kellogg Bruins here, the dream start. Once again, there are no outs, and you can really do what you want to for the next foreseeable future, really. But if you're Tri-C, you have to find an out, preferably cutting off the lead runner. First pitch, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-1 the count. Peyton Bookwalter, a Gardner-Webb commit. And we talked about it at the top of the first broadcast today. A very top-heavy lineup for the Kellogg Bruins. But still one of the better teams in the area and a perennial contender. The 0-1 misses low, evening things up. And if you're Tri-C, keeping this a 0-0 game heading into the bottom of the first inning, I don't want to say is a necessity, but it pretty much is at this point in the game, and just knowing how the last game ended. This Kellogg team, they can explode at any time, and the game script of that game last year in the tournament, Tri-C was leading early, allowed 8 unanswered, and that swung the game. They ended up losing by 4. Here's the 1-1. Bunt shown and pulled back. Count now 2-1. And the on-deck circle after Bookwalter is Tyler Morehouse. The next inning for Tri-C in the bottom of the first, it's going to be Dreger, Merritt, and Hill. So a different look at the top of the order for the Triceratops, trying to change things up. 2-1 the count on Bookwalter. And he will take inside for strike 2. Count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Interesting to note, usually you get a change in umpires as, typically they flip around. But same umpire as game 1 behind the dish.
Same crew all the way around. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1 down in the top of the first. And a pivotal strikeout at a pivotal time for Keegan Gilbride.
And still not out of the danger, though. Still need 2, and still 2 in scoring position here for the Bruins.
But a good sign of things to come potentially for Tri-C. It's a step in the right direction for the defense. And up steps Stickler. And going back to last game, he was our player of the game. And 3 RBIs for him, a home run, which brought into the double and 2 strikeouts on the mound. Again, an impressive outing for Stickler. Last time out, a Davenport commit, 1 of 3 on the roster. He's heading in the right direction for his baseball career, for sure. And I think today really is proof of that. First pitch in the dirt, blocked by Hill, 1-0 the count. And again, assuming the weather does hold up, there are 2 more games here tomorrow as a part of this series. Or this is Morehouse, so Morehouse is up now. Got a little ahead there. Missing, or going to be in there now, 1-1 the count. I thought that one was...
Yeah, upstairs.
Yeah. The 1-1. In there for strike 2. Gilbride really able to kind of bring it back, but still plenty of work to do.
Yeah.
And as well, we can definitely feel it up here a little bit. It's getting a little bit chillier outside, but still better than you would expect at this time in the year. Swing and a miss on the 1-2. 2 straight strikeouts for Gilbride. 2 down. And now here comes Stickler. And a chance for him, once again, going back to last game. Had the 2-run bomb, had the double. But if Tri-C can find a way out of this, that would be huge for their momentum. But still 2 runners in scoring position in the top of the first. Gilbride sets and fires, and it's a good drive down the right field line. And this one is going to be extra bases. Stickler has done it again. Kellogg on the board up 2-0, courtesy of Stickler's RBI double. I feel like that one was kind of expected.
Yeah, I mean, he was so good in game number 1, and with the homer and the double, and gets another double here.
Now 5 RBIs combined between the 2 games. And going back to it, Gilbride did a nice job kind of bringing things back, but just perfect placement in the corner. Nothing else he could have done about it. And now that'll bring up the catcher. His kid in Nieto, the freshman from Midland High School. Not too many freshmen getting game time today for Kellogg, which says something about Nieto getting this opportunity here. And I feel like this is a program that really embodies the kind of one-year starter mentality, unless you're really one of those overachievers where you're going to start the 1 year, but the year before you're basically just going to learn and play in reserve, which is not a bad model when you have the recruitment levels that Kellogg has. Count quickly 0-2 on Nieto. Again, in the bottom of the inning for Tri-C, it is going to be Dreger, Merritt, and Hill. 2 strikes to count on Nieto. Gilbride looking for his 3rd punch out of the inning. And he won't get it. Nieto, a good drive into left field. This one going foul, and it will fall. I mean, impressive that he almost got over there in the first place.
Yeah.
That was Diddy Farrell out and left trying to make that play happen. So Nieto, another chance at the plate. And as we've seen today, Cam, these Kellogg players are getting a hold of the baseball quite well.
Yeah, they are. That time he just got a little bit too far under it. Had an opportunity to make a play out there in left field was Farrell, but gets a second chance here.
And if you're Gilbride, once again, looking for his 3rd punch out of the inning. The 0-2 again. This time nearly hits them, and they say it will. So the extra life proves to be key for Kellogg, and that'll keep the inning going. So now 2 on, 2 down. And if you're the Bruins, this is where you just want to uncork and give Tri-C's offense the motherload of an issue. I mean, going down 1 or 2-0 early on, usually not a big deal, but against this Kellogg team, it's a different story. As here comes Engelsman. First pitch in there for strike 1. But do we think this is going to change the approach of the Tri-C offense? Down the stretch in game number 1, they got a little bit less aggressive. Does this mean we're going to expect guns a-blazing from the first swing?
I think they should be. Yeah, I think they got to try and attack him to the best of their ability. They obviously went down.
And here comes the double steal, and they will get him at third, and the side is retired. A perfect throwdown from Nate Hill behind the dish, and that'll end the bleeding. But Kellogg, a strong start in this one, up 2-0 on Tri-C, courtesy of Jake Stickler. Middle of 1 in Parma, 2-zip, the Bruins on top on SmeeSports.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field, middle of 1 in Parma. It is the Kellogg Community College Bruins up 2-0 on Tri-C as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Cam Ragazzo. Cam, a strong start offensively for the Bruins. One of the best offenses in the NJCAA, and for good reason.
Yeah, I mean, they did a phenomenal job ending game 1 with the 4 spot in the 7th and continue it right on into game number 2 and get 2 in the first. Let's see how the Triceratops respond. Their bats went a little quiet towards the end of last game. See if they can't pick them up here at the start of game 2.
And it'll be Nash Dreger stepping in to get things underway offensively for Tri-C in the bottom of the first. And he'll take a first pitch strike. And as we talked about at the top of the inning, we want to see more aggression from the Triceratops offense. Maybe one you swing at. And that one as well. And are we hearing 91? The radar gun has listed that as 91. I'll tell you what, they can pitch.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-2. And that one hits 92. But he does miss the strike zone, so 1-2 the count, but it looks like it's going to be an ace versus ace battle. Souden ready to go. His 1-2. Swing and a miss from Dreger. 1 up, 1 down, 1 punch out. Well,
yeah. Coming in there quick and a late swing on it.
And now just getting word that he was initially committed to Louisville. You don't say.
Yeah.
I see the correlation here. So 1 up, 1 down as Cohen Merritt steps in. So definitely a tall task here. First pitch missing up high for ball 1. And as well, if you look back to the summer, at one point, Hayden Blosser, the former Ohio State pitcher, he was committed to Tri-C, a local kid from Avon Lake, eventually decommitting. The 1-0, swing and a miss, now 1-1 the count. And if he is going to consistently sit in the 90s, you have to find some kind of answer.
Yeah.
How?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
The 1-1. Going to miss low for ball 2. It might just be patient. And from what we've seen, especially in summer ball, these really fast pitchers, they're either the most accurate pitcher of all time or accuracy is non-existent. And a lot of the time it is the latter. If they don't have the accuracy, don't allow them to get free strikes. That time paints the corner perfectly inside. Now 2-2 the count.
I mean, at the same time, if you're committed to Louisville, I feel like you're pretty good in the accuracy department as well as the speed.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down, 2 punch outs. Soudan is cruising so far. And then the 3 spot for Tri-C. Here comes Nate Hill. And for a guy with this power, if he makes contact, this ball is going to shoot into the outfield.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it be fair or not is a different question. But the sophomore from Rochester High School trying to play his way into a great offer somewhere else. And so far, he is definitely doing just that. And I mean, there's a chance that he could eventually decide that, hey, Louisville is for me. Wouldn't be surprised. The 0-1. In there now 0-2. Or to stay in state, Michigan. But absolute nastiness so far from JT Soudan. And he wants to strike out the side here. And he will do just that. Swing and a foul tip right to the catcher. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And that one just hit 93 on the radar gun. JT Soudan is unreal for the Bruins. Well, watch that one back, Cam. Blink and you'll miss it.
We got a pitcher's duel in our hands, and so far, the Bruins have the better of Tri-C, and Tri-C's offense looks to be having a difficult time going up against this pitcher tonight.
Through 1, the Bruins in style of 2-zip on Tri-C.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Welcome back to Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. Top of the second inning, 2-0. Kellogg on top of the Triceratops as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Well, JT Soudan throws gas. That is a non-negotiable agreement of fact on this broadcast tonight.
Yeah, I think Tri-C figured it out the difficult way. In the bottom of the first, they definitely got to try and figure out a way to crack his excellent pitching.
And you look at the pitchers combined, 5 strikeouts, 3 for Soudan, 2 for Gilbride. And he is picking up where he left off. First pitch strike, 0-1 the count. Engelsman, St. Antoine, and Olipa this inning. 7, 8, and 9 for the Bruins offense. Gilbride's 0-1. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. And, of course, outside of those early runs, this could potentially become a pitcher's duel. And a lot of that would have to come from Tri-C getting some runs on the board from somewhere. Which, for now, that is a separate issue. But a big one nonetheless.
Yeah.
Gilbride's 0-2. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down, 1K.
That'll do it.
Gets the job more than done. His 3rd strikeout of the game, 6th combined.
Yeah, I was going to say now matches Soudan. And
the only non-strikeout out today was the throwout from Hill to 3rd, which is really impressive. We've had plenty of flair thus far in game number 2.
All outs coming from the battery.
And now here comes St. Antoine trying to put this one in play. First pitch up and in for ball 1. And again, assuming the weather holds up, these guys have to play each other 2 more times tomorrow 12-3 first pitches here at Ron Mottl Field. And then, of course, Lansing comes into town next Sunday for a doubleheader at 12-3. 1-0 breaks in there perfectly, evening things up. But as we're going back to Soudan, getting in the radar gun just to see how fast he's pitching, it really puts it into perspective.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Gilbride sets and fires. Swing and a miss on the inside offering. And there it is. It's 1-2. He threw it out prematurely.
Strike 2.
You know what? I respect it from Nate Hill. He's just making sure he still has it.
Yeah.
I was about to say, we have it right up here.
He's preparing himself for the next pitch.
Now, if Gilbride does it, that would actually be incredible. Instead, this one is sent into center field. Still going back. Underneath it is Drieger, and he has it for out number 2. And there you have it. The first out recorded today, not by the battery, in game number 2.
Only took us to the second inning.
And we also do have 1 premature throwdown on the counter.
Yeah.
I'm sure Nate Hill is not going to live that one down anytime soon.
No, probably not.
I mean, if that was a hit, it'd be a completely different conversation.
Yeah.
But 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second inning, as here comes Tanner Olipa, the second baseman. He did pinch hit in game number 1. First pitch he sees off the plate for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning, for Tri-C, Farrell, Bortnick, and Jones, 4, 5, and 6. So the heart of the order coming up for the Triceratops. And, of course, Jackson Bowles now batting 9th. Gilbride delivers that one. A meatball pitch now going deep to left. And this one is gone. Tanner Olipa nukes it. It's 3-0 Kellogg.
Woo.
What a swing.
Yeah, I mean, he got under that one. It didn't know if it had the distance, but eventually just carried over the left field wall.
I mean, we'll watch it back here on the replay, but an absolute meatball dialed up right down Broadway.
Yeah.
The 3rd home run of the series for the Kellogg Bruins. And you can hear them down below. They are more than pleased. And as they should be.
Yeah, gives himself a nice 3-0 lead here, only in the second inning.
And we go back to the top here with Katarczyk. And that's another player that could go yard easily. First pitch going to miss inside for ball 1. And I think, Cam, that's the classic case of if the catcher catches that one, it's a strike.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I know in my day, maybe with you pitching, I've had a couple of those.
Yeah, you cost me a couple strikes. Not that it would have mattered.
We won 2 games. I don't think it mattered. Those were 2 great wins, though, I will say.
Yeah.
The 1-0 missing up high for ball 2. And I will say, now knowing that Garrett Morgan team was their varsity, more impressive there.
Yeah. I think it's just funny how I didn't even play the one game because I couldn't move my arm.
You did get benched. I remember that, yes.
Well, I was
You
going to...
took yourself out of the lineup, okay.
I couldn't move my arm.
The 2-0 in there for strike 1.
What was it? That was a Saturday game.
Villa Angela St. Joseph.
Yeah, VASJ. And you came into that game and you pitched.
I pitched. I had the save.
That was the beginning of the Schmeat ball.
Oh, man.
The Schmeefus pitch.
The absolute worst pitch. That's a disgrace to baseball. The 2-1. This is up high for ball 3.
I mean, say what you want about it, but it worked. It worked in that freshman baseball game. You and Will Dix combining for the W.
You know, that's the big leagues for sure.
Oh, it was a phenomenal day.
3 balls, 1 strike the count here on Kaharczyk. And that one's in the dirt for ball 4. And with 2 down, another base runner aboard here for Kellogg.
My favorite was being able to post that good win boys graphic after he won. Woo.
The first time we lost by 27 to drop 5 bats of Chardon.
Oh yeah, that was. You know, we're not going to talk about that, do we? I don't really want to talk about that.
We talked about it enough during the game where Chardon came back against Holy Name here.
Yeah.
In May.
Well, you know, the one guy did hit a homer off me, and that was kind of demoralizing.
I was very happy.
But they were using illegal bats, so
that's fair.
That's my discrepancy there.
First pitch in there for strike 1. I think it's enough of living the past up again.
Yeah.
COVID-era baseball scenario.
Oh, with the Gators.
Gators.
That was the time.
One of the times of all time.
Yeah.
The 0-1, runner fakes. And that one will miss up high. But, of course, everybody has that great baseball memory, and I'm sure these guys having some great moments just like that, which that's really what JUCO is about. Not only placement, but also just some lasting memories, because for some of these guys, after their time is up at Tri-C or even at Kellogg, they're going to be done with the game. The 1-1. Missing high for ball 2. And Cam has pulled up a picture, it looks like, from back in our playing days, which
Oh, yeah.
we don't need to relive that one more than you finding that. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count here. Throwback to 1, not going to be in time.
That was when we were forced to ride the bus with the JV and varsity team, no?
We had to for a couple of games.
Yeah. And we were all like crammed into seats.
Good times, good times.
Something like that.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Kaharchek. Hard grounder hit towards short. Merritt gets this one, shovels to second, just in time. And the side is retired, but not before a long ball from Tanner Olipa makes it 3-0 in the middle of the second inning as you are watching Tri-C baseball and college baseball on SmeeSports.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field, bottom of the second inning with Kellogg up 3-0 on the Triceratops as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Cam Ragazzo. The 3rd home run of the series for the Kellogg Community College Bruins. They can hit, they can pitch. There's a reason why they're number 9 in the country.
Yeah, I mean, they are an absolutely phenomenal team, and they're really showing it tonight. The question is, can the Tri-C offense finally start to show up here in the second inning, or is it going to be much of the same that we saw in the first?
And going back to the bottom of the first inning, Kellogg struck out the side. J.D. Souden had a great start to his outing. Now he has Farrell, Bortnick, and Jones to try and take down as well. First pitch in there for strike 1. And the fastest pitch that we've seen today from Souden topped at 93. And there's a chance that we get higher than that. The 0-1. Same thing in there. Now 0-2. I mean, Cam, it's absolutely nasty.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting 90. So it's a tough task.
And that one just going to miss. A very, very borderline call. But that time it favors Farrell. Now 1-2 the count. Farrell trying to put Tri-C on the base path for the first time tonight in this game. Instead, he sees strike 3. 1 up, 1 down. And that is the 4th strikeout of the game for Souden. 4 batters faced, 4 punch-outs. Magical run, easily.
Yeah.
J.D. Souden is just out here, and, well, there's just no answer right now.
Yeah, they're sending batters up, and he's sending them back very quickly.
And obviously, you're having them back in the box. That's the first thing here. But timing, it's everything right now. Bortnick finally gets a piece of it. That's the first Triceratops to get a piece of it. And he will be the first one to reach safely. Might not be the cleanest of plays, but it puts Tri-C on the bases.
Hey, put the ball in play and good things happen.
And here comes Jacob Jones to try and move him along. And
Obviously,
that one will be ruled an error.
yeah, I was gonna say obviously it won't go down as a hit, but still able to make some pressure on the base pass. Let's see if that maybe relieves some of the duty here for the Jackets. The Triceratops.
Okay.
Well, I'm just so.
And here comes the bunt attempt, not there. Throwback down to one. Just gonna miss.
We're getting back into the swing of things.
No pun intended.
All right.
But 0 on the count there on the missed bunt from Jones. All right, first one down, bottom 2. The pitch, swing and a miss. And as you mentioned moments ago, Cam, Soudan sitting in the 90s.
Yeah.
And for a lot of these guys, especially the freshmen, they really haven't seen a guy like that.
Yeah.
In Ohio, Zion, one of the only guys that really can hit that 90 consistently like this. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. 5th strikeout of the night for Soudan, 2 down. Unhittable. That is the only way to describe what he is doing right now. It's just unhittable. Is this the best pitcher that we have done a game for?
Don Marchetta would like to have a word.
Objectively. Without bias, objectively. I would say yes.
So far.
And you said the key word there. Runner will break, throw down here, on the line, and he got him. A gem from behind the dish. Nieto ends the inning. Kellogg turned it up in game number 2, and they are on fire.
Yeah, they certainly are.
And we'll watch this one back. And again, going back to what we mentioned before the first game, Tri-C has had their struggles on the bases this year with stealing. And there it is again. And he is fired up. And he has every right to be fired up just like that. Through 2 in Parma, the Bruins doing their thing, up by 3 on SmeeSports.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Three-zip Kellogg on top of Tri-C as we get things underway in the top of the 3rd inning as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. And again, Cam, 2 key takeaways through the first 2 innings. The Bruins can hit, and my goodness, JT Soden, he can pitch.
Yeah. Say that again.
5 strikeouts for him while facing 7 batters, one of which you'll see again. First pitch in there for ball 1. But looking at the Kellogg offense, it's going to be 3, 4, and 5. Bootwalter, Morehouse, and Stickler. So 3 powerful hitters for this team. That time, Gilbride able to paint the corner. Now 1-1 the count. But just given how this doubleheader has gone, this is kind of what we expected from this Kellogg team. Maybe more from the offensive Tri-C, but offensive Kellogg and just in general, I think we're getting kind of what was advertised.
Yeah, I know a lot. Last year we saw it a close game in a doubleheader with Tri-C, and then all of a sudden they kind of really took it away in game number 2, and it kind of feels that way early on in game.
Just 1 game against them last year.
No, I mean just in all of Tri-C's doubleheaders.
That's typically kind of what it was. But that game was a 9-inning game, and it was the middle innings that really took that game away from Tri-C.
Yes.
And, of course, last year they did play Macomb here. They did split with Macomb, another really good team in Region 12. So if they can split here, that would be a job well done. Here's the 3-1. In there for strike 2, and we are full.
Again, still 2 more games scheduled for tomorrow. Emphasis on scheduled, depending on how Mother Nature wants to deal with the weather here.
We'll be at Strongsville no matter what.
Yes.
A fun one, Alliance Bedford, 7 p.m. tip here on SmeeSports, and a district final in the OHSAA. Payoff pitch from Gilbride. Runs inside for ball 4. And the leadoff man is aboard. So a strong start again for this offense. And of course, if this offense continues the way it is, we have to start potentially looking into that run rule if that were to become a factor.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say against Tri-C, given just how strong of a team they are, top to bottom. Ground ball left side through, splitting Merritt and Jones over at short and third. It's back-to-back players on base, this time a single. And this is why they have one of the best on-base percentages in the area. One at-bat is patience, the other one's precision.
Yeah. And I mean, phenomenal job to start off the inning. Then they look to keep it going with a guy that had a phenomenal game 1 and pretty good already in game number 2.
And here comes Jake Stickler, our player of the game from game number 1. 5 RBIs so far, combined between the games. And between the doubleheader, he himself is outscoring Tri-C. First pitch in there for strike 1. And again, with him, you have to look opposite field. That's where he wants to put this one down that line. He knows what Farrell can do, but given the speed on the bases, that will score at least 1. Now, if he can drive it into right field, maybe a better chance to score 2. But I think just kind of based on placement to get, I don't want to say a cheap hit, but a perfectly placed hit, you want to drive this down the left field line. There's plenty of real estate there if that one can get in the corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Stickler. It's a double steal here, and he pokes it foul. Kellogg has been so aggressive on the base path all afternoon and evening. Plenty of double steals in game number 1. The suicide attempt at home.
Yeah, you're trying to get something go with the hit and run, and just haven't been able to get the ball in play.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The base runner is definitely active again. Gilbride sets and delivers. Lobs it in there for strike 3 looking. 1 down. A beautiful pitch from Keegan Gilbride. That'll be his 4th strikeout of the evening. And as we mentioned moments ago, Cam, this is the battle between the aces. You are going to see a lot of strikeouts. Now 9 combined.
Jeez.
I'm not honestly surprised. Just given how good Soudon and Gilbride both are, it's not really a shock. But these offenses definitely good too. Nieto had a great play to close out the bottom of the second defensively. Now here comes the double steal. Hills throw down to third, and he has his second runner thrown out at third tonight. Forget about Nieto's great inning moments ago. He has been one-upped by Nate Hill.
Yeah, I mean, just showing him not to run on him, and yet again, at least not to third base.
And that is obviously the easier of the 2 to get, but Hill right on the money again. It's just perfect placement. He knows how to play the game behind the dish, and that's key. And a play like that will really keep Tri-C in this game. As back to the action, there is a strike. Now 0-2 the count.
I mean, you catch it on the replay. Kind of a late jump there from the runner at second. Obviously, you got to be wary about the back pick, but so I feel like could have gone maybe just a titch earlier, but it probably still wouldn't have mattered.
Gilbride trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. His 0-2. A high pop-up hit into shallow left center field. Farrell underneath it makes the play, and the side is retired. No damage done by the Kellogg offense at the top of the 3rd inning. In partial thanks to Nate Hill's excellent play from behind the dish. Middle of 3 in Parma. It's the number 9 team in the nation up 3-0 on the Tops.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Bottom three here at Ron Mottl Field in Parma Heights. 3-0 your score. Kellogg on top of Tri-C as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. 7, 8, and 9 here due up for Tri-C with Gallagher, Miller, and Jackson Bowles. Sodden ready to go. First pitch, swing and a miss from Gallagher. 0-1 the count. The defense keeping Tri-C in this game, but until they can find an answer to the speed of Sowden, who is consistently in the 90s, it's not going to matter. The 0-1 tipped foul, now 0-2.
And if he's going to keep attacking, you got to be swinging early and often, able to get a piece of it there, but still.
Well, that one's down to 86.
I mean, still a lot of work to do. It's still not an easy task.
Down at 86 should not be in the same sentence in baseball.
Oh, that was a changeup. Yeah.
Still,
that makes sense.
Incredible. 0-2, missing high for ball one. But still, we're saying down from
93. Yeah, topped at 93.
It's incredible. And once again, this is why JUCO needs to be recognized more than it is. Gallagher gets a good piece of this one, sending it deep to left field. And that one will get caught for out number one. A nice play out there by Book Walter. And given the speed of Sowden, that was probably a routine pop-up with anybody else, but that had plenty of carry because of the velocity of the pitch itself.
Yeah, I mean, it really, you got to put some good contact on it, but if it does, it really pops off the bat.
And here comes Brock Miller, one of the guys that definitely does have it within his depths here to get a good piece of this. Tri-C still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And Miller will see strike one. And again, going back to the aggression, I want to see more first pitch swings.
Yeah.
You're down by 3. You know what to expect here with the heaters. Make an educated guess as to what you're going to get.
Yeah, it feels most of the time you're probably going to get the heat. And
we're right back to the 90s. That was 91.
Yeah, I feel you got to sit first pitch fastball, and it's going to be close. Take a swing.
The 1-1, a half swing, but he will go now 1-2 the count. Again, it's just absurd from JT Sowden. He is definitely a player to look at for the next couple of years. 1-2 misses inside for ball 2. But the positive for Tri-C is they are starting to make contact with it.
Yeah, starting to catch up to it after you're seeing a little bit and get some intel from your teammates.
Baby steps, that's all it takes right now. Swing and a miss, and right back to the strikeouts we go. 2 down. Punch out number 6 today for JT Sowden. He has just consistently carved up this lineup. 6 of his 8 batters faced, he has struck out. 1 flew out and 1 error. And that error is the difference between him and a perfect game, potentially through 3. That's the only reason why it's not, which is incredible. But here comes Jackson Bowles batting 9th. Potentially a good strategic move here from Coach Nick Kaplik. But again, first pitch strike on the outer edge.
Yeah, you could see wanted to go, but still no swing. Like you said, I would like him to see it. Try and get as many swings off as possible.
The 0-1 pokes that one foul. Now 0-2. And the sheer amount of 0-2 counts that we have seen with Soudan has been unheard of, really, in any other game that we've done.
Yeah, I mean, he's not working deep into counts, keeping the pitch count low, and it's exactly what you want to see out of your ace.
Trying to once again get the side in order, and he will. Swing and a miss from Jackson Bulls, and that is strikeout number 7, and the inning is over. Absolutely nasty from JT Soudan.
I mean, when you're going from sitting 90 to all of a sudden throwing that crazy sweeper in there, I mean, what do you do?
All they can do is wave at it and hope for the best, and that's what Bulls did there. And we'll watch it back on the replay with Soudan. Such good movement all the way around.
Yeah.
Another 1-2-3 inning. Through 3 in Parma. All Bruins up 3.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Top of 4 at Ron Mottl Field. 3-0 your score. Kellogg on top of Tri-C as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. First pitch in there, a strike from Gilbride. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, it's a great night for baseball, you know. Partly cloudy, sun went away, a nice 67 degrees.
Unbelievable. Gilbride's 0-1. Gonna skip in there, evening things up. 7, 8, and 9 this inning for Kellogg. Engelsman, St. Antoine, and Olipa. And Olipa at the bottom of that, of course, Wynton Yard back in the second inning. And he has the last recorded run of the game so far. That pitch, hello, inside. Count now 2-1. I think they call that one just a bit inside. And looking again at tomorrow, we're supposed to start storming around 11.
First game is supposed to start at 12, so.
We might be playing on the set of Twister, but you know what? Could be fun. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, even counts.
And with that projected 20-mile-per-hour wind, so that also plays into it.
Now, that'd be fun to play in if it's blowing out towards center field.
Yeah. Try and get some, I don't think the pitchers would like it as much, but I was going to say the hitters would like it.
Here's the 2-2. And that one is past Hill. We are full. Looking at Tri-C in the bottom of the inning. It's back to the top for them. 9 up, 9 down. Only one player has reached, and that's Bortnick. And that was on an E6. But something has to change the second time around. Maybe some new personnel. Could see some guys sub in. Gilbride ready to go for the payoff pitch. And he will leave that one high for ball 4. And the leadoff man is aboard.
I don't think we'll see any maybe we'll see a couple changes, but I think, you send the guys up there a second time. You've already seen them once, already timed them up, and see if they can't get a crack at it and put a good swing on it.
And then from there, your third time around, if nobody can, would be the top of the order. In the top of, or rather the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, then I would venture to think he could be making some decisions there, but see if they can't get any offense going before then.
Bunch shown, back pick down to 1, not in time. But a good idea there from Nate Hill. Count 0-1. It is Justin St. Antoine, the right fielder, back in. 0 for 1 today. He flew out to center field in his lone plate appearance of the night. And that is Dreger out there in center, opposed to Bulls, who started there in game number 1. Gilbride throwing back to 1, not in time. And, of course, when you look at pitching potentially coming into effect later on in this game, meeting the bullpen, the first baseman, Gallagher, he could be a guy to look at, maybe not today, but to pitch tomorrow at some point. One of many two-way guys on the roster. 0-1 in there perfectly, now 0-2.
Speaking of pitching, no action in the bullpen. I think we kind of expect that from the way these pitchers are battling out there.
I'd be shocked to see it from the bullpen of Kellogg at this point. Unless they want him to go back out there again and do the same thing tomorrow, which I don't think he could at this point. 2 strikes to count. The pitch from Gilbride. And a good drive deep into left center field, still carrying. And that one is gone. A 2-run bomb over the left center field wall. Make it 5-0 Kellogg. Justin St. Antoine got just enough behind it. And that is the 4th home run of the doubleheader for Kellogg. Wow. Impressive. And that was a moonshot, too.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, he sent that one out probably the deeper part of the ballpark out there in left center.
Now, if that was center field, I could say that his favorite color is green trees.
Okay, we're not doing that.
Well, he didn't hit it into center field.
Well, yeah.
But still another great swing from this powerful offense. First pitch missing high, 1-0 the count. You talk about home runs, you have to put Olipa in there as well, who had a home run in his lone plate appearance so far in this game. And he wants his second of the doubleheader. Gilbride ready to go with the 1-0. In there, evening things up. But this offense has been unstoppable. They have had the last, I believe, 9-ish runs. I think 10, because I think it was 6-3, then 6-4, then 7-4. So the last 10 runs combined have been from Kellogg. Hard grounder hit left side, picked up by Jones at third. His one hop is in time to Gallagher at first for out number 1. A beautiful play by the third baseman, and a great pick by Gallagher at 1. And we will watch that one back, Cam. Perfect placement there from Jones, able to just kind of hop it in at the right time.
Yeah, made a great play over there to stop it at third, and then on the other side, yeah, like you said, great pick and stab it over at third, or at first.
But with 1 down, we go back to the top of the order here. It is Jake Kaharchek back in. Swing and a miss. He is swinging for the fences. And Cam, do you really blame him?
No. I mean, you already gave yourself a nice 5-0 cushion, and the way your pitcher's dealing, why not take a shot at it?
So 0-1 the count here on Kaharchek. 5-0 Kellogg on top of Tri-C in the top of the 4th. Gilbride sets and delivers. This time misses inside, evening things up. 1-1 the count. Once again, if we do actually have our games tomorrow, join us here at 12 and 3 for those broadcasts here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. If not, make sure you join us, well, either way, at 7 p.m. live from Strongsville High School for Alliance versus Bedford, OHSAA tournament basketball and the district championship game, and that'll close out our winter coverage this year. And then on Sunday, a doubleheader in Bowerston at Connaughton Valley High School. KSU takes on Penn State Fayette at 12 and 2. So a full weekend of games, 7 total scheduled. And those across 3 different days. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Kaharchek. This one tipped foul. So far, Jake Kaharchek has been walked twice in this game. And Cam, we got a final score from, I think, the men's tournament. John Carroll dropping almost 120 points.
118 to 86 over Grinnell.
Wow. Here's the 1-2 from Gilbride. Roped on the left field line, and this one's foul. Another good cut from Kaharchak. That time, just couldn't straighten it out.
Andrew Stiers got in the game.
Oh!
Lovely to see.
Representing Holy Name quite well.
And he scored 1 point from the free throw line. Shout out Drew Stiers.
He outscored BW's men's team in the NCAA tournament.
Okay, we didn't even make the OAC tournament, so it's not really a big deal. Whatever. Hey, at least we made it past the first round. So
always next year. Go Ohio State tomorrow.
Oh, geez, don't say that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count still on Kaharchak. Gilbride sets and delivers. That one missing low. Count now 2-2. But, this is just the perfect storm, perfect time of year. You still got basketball, baseball. You mentioned F1 in there. Premier League wrapping up.
Hockey playoffs.
Yes. MLS starting, question mark, I guess.
It did. It started.
Gilbride's 2-2. Pops up, and this one appears to be going out of play. No, it's going to come back in. And Hill has it for out number 2. A nice read there from Nate Hill, tracking that one down. And with 2 down, that'll bring up Zach Kaharchak. So far today, he has reached on an error and a fielder's choice. So on base percentage at 1,000 for this one. Gilbride trying to get out of this inning. Wouldn't be surprised if he just kind of sees this one out. It just depends on what the offense can do in the bottom of the inning. Gilbride's first offering low for ball 1.
Another OAC update. Both Otterbein teams making it out of the round of 64. A 60-45 win over Randolph-Macon in the women's tournament, and they also won 57-52 over Wisconsin-Plateville in the men's tournament.
Platteville, a good win. Ball 2 missing high there. And I think D2 starting soon as well. We have March Madness.
It's great. It's a great time of year.
We're just missing football. That's about it.
UFL?
Okay, I'll give it to you. I will give it to you. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Kaharchak. And a good drive into left center field. It's a gapper for Zach Kaharchak. And that means extra bases again for the Bruins. He will stay at 2. It's a 2-out double for the designated hitter.
I mean, that was shot on a line, too. Got all the way out in the outfield in a hurry.
And we will watch that one back. A beautiful line drive, a beautiful swing. Kellogg, a well-oiled machine, top to bottom. And just like the pitching of Souden, blink and you miss it with these swings.
That's what it feels like.
And you see based on that camera angle, just well deep in the left center field gap. Ended up reaching the wall, and that'll set up Boot Walter with a chance here to drive him in. Already 2 runs this inning for Kellogg. First pitch missing high for ball 1. But top of 4, 2 down, runner at second base, 5-0. The Bruins on top of the Triceratops. Game 2 of potentially 4 games in total in this series. Gilbride throwing back to 1, and this one's wide. And again, Bortnick able to pick that one up. He had to play just like that in game number 1 as well.
Yeah.
And, of course, a lot of that does go down to your timing plays. And there is some action in the Tri-C bullpen. We'll try to see who that is getting warm. 1 ball, no strikes to pitch. In there, evening things up. Count now 1-1. But, of course, on Kellogg's side, no action in their bullpen, and I assume that'll be the case unless Tri-C's offense can get the ball rolling in the bottom of the inning, or really in any bottom of the inning. The 1-1 runs inside and misses for ball 2. And it is Lincoln Briggs warming up in the bullpen. On Tri-C's pitching staff, he is the only pitcher this year that can say he has a save. This one, of course, not a save opportunity, but a chance to keep things within reach.
I got a lot of stories to tell about Lincoln.
Might have to use it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of which I'm sure you can't say.
Well, no. Lincoln's a great guy.
Fair enough. 3-1 the count.
I'll save him.
But I know that you were very, very happy when he switched his commitment from Ashland to Tri-C.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was pretty ecstatic to be able to continue to watch him play.
And he really fit into what Tri-C was trying to recruit this summer, and that was pitchers. A lot of transfers or guys that kind of switch. You had Blosser at one point, then he went out of his commitment. You bring in Briggs, you bring in Kilpole and Spencer Mueller. A lot of guys that came from Division II or 1. You have more as well coming in from Akron. A lot of guys who can pitch and have strong arms, and that's exactly what they need, pitching depth. That was maybe the biggest issue last year. Payoff pitch and a deep crank into right field. It's going to be foul, and it had the distance.
Hopefully it's not a deja vu of game number 1 where they foul homer to immediate next pitch, and that one was fair, and it was gone.
And Cam, don't look at the board. Don't look at the board. Look at me real quick. How many hits do you think Kellogg has?
6.
They have 5.
Oh.
Which is impressive. It feels like they've had a lot more in this game, but they just haven't. Payoff pitch again. This one's off the plate for ball 4, and that'll put 2 on with 2 down, and that'll set up Tyler Morehouse here with 2 ducks on the pond. And looking at the bullpen again, Cam, when do you think we officially see that call as here comes Coach Karen to go and talk to Keegan Gilbride?
Well, I think they're going to try and get him out of this inning at least. I think if they're able to break this one open a little bit more, we might be seeing Mr. Briggs probably earlier than expected.
But looking at Coach Karen, one of the assistants that did come back from last year, of course, the Coach Stallberg leaving. A couple of guys did leave. Coach Jake Solomon now over at Lorain County Community College. But Coach K, one of the best up-and-coming assistants in the game. I put him up there with Coach Edwards over at Lakewood. He's Graves' assistant, does a great job with the releases program, and as well Joe Gambetta if he wanted to go that route. Those are some of those guys that you say, hey, 5 years' time, high school or college program, you could easily see them leading one.
Yeah, I mean, especially, we had him. Were you a player when he was a coach?
No, that
at
was my
Holy
first
Name?
year covering the team.
Okay, so I at least was a player when he was coaching the team, but yeah, I mean, phenomenal guy and even better coach.
And, of course, we got to see Joe Gambetta and Premier Gambetta quite a lot this summer. They have a lot of talent. I believe he is now going down to a 12U team as Premier 18U will pretty much just be, at least the 18-wise, ran by Boris.
Yes.
And then, of course, Jared Edwards. He could take Release's 18U team, maybe not, we'll see. But, of course, an assistant over at Lakewood after they had one of their best seasons in recent memory. But those are all guys that are just excellent assistant coaches, and when they have their travel teams, which all 3 do have travel teams, of course, they do a great job leading them. 0-1 the count here on Morehouse. In there for strike 2. And I think when you look back in 5-10 years, the Stallberg coaching tree, it is going to become very, very elaborate.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, that's exactly what you would want to see, especially coming out of this Tri-C program.
And in a way, Catholic is a part of it, being a part of restarting the program after COVID. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. A beautiful pitch there from Keegan Gilbride. That is his 5th punch-out of the evening. Halfway through here at Ron Mottl Field. A strong showing again for the Bruin offense. Up 5-zip on Tri-C.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field, bottom of the 4th inning, and it is all Kellogg Community College in this one. Up 5-zip on the tops as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Ragazzo. Here we go again. JT Stoughton, a second crack at this Tri-C lineup. Faced 9, retired 8th. The only one he didn't was Bortnick, who reached on an error. But other than that, he has been perfect. Bunt to begin things in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stoughton's throw to 1 on the money. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. But I like the creativity here from the Tri-C offense, trying to find something to break the spirits of this Kellogg defense.
Yeah, I mean, still haven't allowed a hit, and like you said, the only base runner to reach was via an error. You got to try and pull out as many stops as you possibly can.
And here comes Cohen Merritt, the shortstop, back in for his second swing of things. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And again, Stoughton, 7 strikeouts today. A 70% K rate in batters face so far.
I'd say that's pretty good.
First pitch, Merritt sees, puts it into right field, and that'll break up the no-hitter.
That's why he's speaking into existence.
A nice swing there from Cohen Merritt going oppo. Once again, was it the prettiest play? No. Does it get the job done? Yes. And with 1 down, Tri-C has a base runner, and maybe the fastest one that they have on the roster outside of Dreger. So here comes Nate Hill, and we know the power that he possesses with his bat. This is a spot that he could really step up for this team. First pitch on the outer edge for strike 1. But for the first time today, Tri-C has a base hit. And that's a step in the right direction.
Question is, can they do something with it?
And a big question at that. The 0-1 misses low, evening things up. And if I'm Kellogg, just based on the way that my pitcher's pitching, I'm telling the left side of my infield here and my left fielder, be ready. Because if he gets a piece of it, he's not going to be able to pull it. Most likely, it's going to go oppo. And that's how I'm kind of overcompensating for the fact that he really wouldn't be able to pull it there, just swinging out of his shoes, and now 1-2 the count.
Yeah.
And you saw the way those shoulders moved.
Yeah.
That was a move to pull it right.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Hill. The pitch. Well up and out for ball 2.
Like the idea of the off speed there, just couldn't locate it exactly where he wanted it to.
And once again, Cam, just looking at this beautiful facility tonight, it's a beautiful day for baseball. Throw back to 1 not in time, but I don't think early on in March you could expect or really ask for anything better than this.
Yeah.
Count even 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hill. Stoughton keeping close eyes on Merritt over at first. The pitch in there for strike 3 looking. 2 down. Strikeout number 8 today for Stoughton. And he is starting to get really close to double figures. So up steps Diddy Farrell, batting in the 4th spot today. 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout looking. But of course, plenty of hustle out in left field in this game and hustle behind the dish in game number 1. First pitch to Farrell in there for strike 1 on the outer edge. Stoughton, of course, the power and just the pace of these pitches is everything, but the placement, it goes hand in hand with it. And his placement arguably could be better than the speed itself. Merritt goes, popped up behind the dish, and this one is going to fall.
I was just going to say, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen Cohen go, although they did have a throw out earlier in the game at second, but we know he's got speed.
It goes back to Tri-C having some stealing issues this year.
That is true, but, I mean, you're down 5. You finally get your second base run of the game. Try and see if they can't get him into scoring position, albeit the hits have only been 1 today, but if you're able to sandwich another one here in the inning, possibly scratch or run across.
The 0-2 blocked behind the dish. A nice job by Nieto keeping that one really close. And even with that, if Coe could have potentially gone there, I think that would have been one of the easier ones of the day. But at the same time, you're not going to really be able to guess if it's going to skip it or not.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. I mean, if he obviously takes off there on the pitch, he's there without a doubt. But trying to go on reading the down angle, as Coach Carter said so often. It's difficult.
He wasn't wrong with it. The 1-2 in there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. The nastiness continues for JT Sowden, his 9th strikeout of the night. And back-to-back looking. And going back to as well to what Coach Carter would tell us, you can't go down looking that often.
Yeah, I mean, it's so demoralizing to a team, especially when that's the 9th team strikeout of the night. It's so, you just, like, you got to put the bat on the ball or at least attempt to it. It's tough. It's really tough, especially when you go up against a pitcher with his caliber.
It's a Bruin party tonight in Parma, something the boys down the road on State Road want to have here in May. But through 4, it is Kellogg a 5-zip on Tri-C.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Top 5 here at Ron Mottl Field in Parma, and it is the Kellogg Bruins rolling here in Parma. 5-0 domination, start to finish for them in game number 2 thus far.
Yeah, I mean, it really has. Let's see if old Lincoln Briggs can do some damage on the mound.
And you said it perfectly. The call to the bullpen has been made. Lincoln Briggs now in the game, and the first pitch he throws is a hard 90 for Stickler. I don't think you could have jinxed him anymore there, Cam.
It's okay. No hard feelings.
There might be from Stickler.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know how long. I played with them for multiple years. Both the Briggs brothers, actually, Landon and Lincoln, albeit only Lincoln on this Tri-C team, but great family, even better baseball player. Can't say enough good things about him.
This pitch in the zone for strike one, so a better start there. It is Nieto back in the batter's box. A walk on a fly out to his name so far. But Kellogg just trying to continue moving the needle closer and closer to this win. Getting 2 wins over the Tri-C team would be huge for their confidence going forward. Oh, and missing upstairs, evening things up. And of course, Cam, you might look at this doubleheader and say, hey, once we hit the regional tournament, it's going to be over for Tri-C. Not the case. We still have 2 more months of baseball until then. This is going to be a different Tri-C team, and Kellogg team for that matter, than what we see in the regional tournaments. Nieto, a good drive deep to right center. Dreger underneath it, able to make the play for out number 1. But Dreger, he has had a great all-around performance in the doubleheader.
Yes, he has.
If we gave out a Tri-C MVP, he easily could walk away with it. Or Nate Hill, even.
Yeah.
Both guys have had great impacts, both offensively and defensively. And it appears there is some extra action in the bullpen now as well for Tri-C. And the tough thing here is you're down 5-0. Do you think you're going to play tomorrow, yes or no? Does that influence your decision of how many pitchers you use in this game? You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot for tomorrow and run out of pitching.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter now.
Ryan Yankovic coming in, the freshman. And he'll be here in place of the shortstop Engelsman. I mean, this could just be a simple substitution that affects the field. It could also be one that's independent of it. It depends on how much rotation Kellogg wants to have tonight. And in most doubleheaders, you might look at the weather and say, hey, it's supposed to drizzle, we're going to play. You're looking at severe storms tomorrow.
That's not a drizzle by any means. But in the same sense, it's Ohio. You never know. It could say it's going to dangerously pour, and it might just be sunny all day long.
Swing and a miss there. Now 1-1 the count. It's going to be a weird one if we do play or not tomorrow.
I think the first game will be on for sure. The second game is definitely a little iffy depending on how much water the field takes.
The 1-1. Tipped foul. And that'll die right in front of the plate now. 1-2 the count. But once again, we will have a guaranteed game at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Alliance versus Bedford, OHSAA Boys Basketball District Championship game action. Live from Strongsville High School. And that'll close out a very eventful winter 25-26 season for us. Exciting way to close things out here. The 1-2. Poked foul off towards Tri-C's dugout. But I think, Cam, in a poetic way, going back to the Friday before Thanksgiving, we began our winter coverage at Strongsville, and that's exactly where we end. I don't think we've done that where we start a season where we end it as well. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. First strikeout of the evening for Lincoln Briggs.
I mean, it's great to see not only for Tri-C, but it feels a little personal for me. I mean, typically when he was pitching for our summer team, he get off to a bad start and then he gets all in his head. But hey, I mean, I'm being serious. He got all in his head and then kind of fell apart from there. But when he was on, he was such a dominant pitcher for us, and it's good to see him. Start off with a hit by pitch and then able to get 2 quick outs and strike out in there as well.
And I think a lot of us know that player that once the head kind of just isn't in the right spot, everything just kind of falls apart from there. And that's why we talk about headspace so much in the game. It's really an important part that you can't see, or really most people can't understand. That time fouled away now. 0-2 the count. Justin St. Antoine back in the batter's box. A 2-run bomb his last time up. Once again, 4 home runs, in this doubleheader for Kellogg. Entering play today, they had 11, so now 15 on the year in 16 games. The 0-2, just going to miss upstairs for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning for Tri-C, Bortnick, Jones, and Gallagher, 5, 6, and 7. Top 5, 1-2 count, 1 runner on, 2 down. Tri-C trailing 5-0 to Kellogg. The pitch. In there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Back-to-back punch-outs for Lincoln Briggs, and the inning is over.
Beautiful
pitch.
It. Yeah, love to see it.
The 2 strikeouts for Lincoln Briggs out of the bullpen. And so far on his young Tri-C career, that puts him at 3. Had 1 in his first outing, now up to 3. Not really much more you can ask for, as the umpire will check him after that. He did get the stop for foreign substances. Obviously, he passed it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's one that means a lot to you and a lot of your travel teammates who played with him.
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal job going out there, and maybe that'll be his only inning of work tonight. Obviously saw the action in the bullpen, but still, great job of it. Really proud of him.
And we'll keep it here during the break between the top and the bottom of the inning. What needs to change for this offense? The pokes they've had have been light. How do you find a way to find some kind of rhythm?
Swing early, swing often. Go up there. I mean, you're hunting the first pitch. You got to be hunting the first pitch, right? A pitcher wants to get off to a good start and start you down 0-1. So you got to be thinking he's probably going to throw me a fastball here. Odds are likely. I mean, why not put a nice swing on it? See if you can't get some good contact on it, especially with the speed he's throwing at. If you're able to put some good contact on it, it could go a long way.
And we saw it with a couple of those swings, Gallagher's in particular. A routine pop-up 9 times out of 10. Just given the speed of Sowden, it traveled.
Could be seeing some green trees.
Okay.
You said it earlier, so.
It's baseball season. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
And it's been really nice being back here at Tri-C. They've welcomed us back again with open arms, and that goes down to the people not only at the athletic offices, but also here with the baseball team. A lot of different things. New head coach, new people up here in the peanut gallery, but still, it's Topps ball as usual.
Yeah, and it's so great to be back and so great to be around.
Excited for year number 2. Of course, this time around had more planning behind it. I know last year was kind of just a out-of-the-blue thing. First pitch, going to skip off the catcher and go to the backstop. 1-0 count on Bortnick.
This time we really got to look forward to it.
And I think you remember our first game that we did. It was supposed to be canceled. It snowed that Saturday. I was told it was canceled. And then eventually, like, you know what? We're actually going to play. And Bortnick, he gets hit.
Ow. That was probably at 90.
Do we have the radar gun for it?
88. 88. But I don't know if you really can tell the difference between 2 miles per hour when it's going that quickly.
But here comes Jacob Jones stepping into the batter's box here for Tri-C. Over 1 in this matchup with a strikeout. But looking at Bortnick down at first base, he appears to be okay, which is huge. But a great way to begin the inning, getting your leadoff man aboard. So actually, both parts of this inning began with a hard 90. Funnily enough. First pitch taken there from Jones, 0-1 the count. And again, it goes back to being aggressive. A really challenging pitch there from Sowden.
Yeah.
An enticing meatball, I would say.
Yeah, first pitch, you got to think you're going to get a fastball, and you got to be able to attack it there.
The 0-1, swing and a miss, now 0-2. And going to meatball, it is a Friday in Lent. Do we have a substitute for it? Do we have a substitute for meatball?
Tofu meatball.
Filet of fish?
I don't want a filet fish. I want some white rice right now.
Okay, there we go. Fair enough. Swing and a miss there. There is out number 1 and strikeout number 10 for JT Sowden. Again, just timing up that speed. It takes so much. And he has completely had an answer for everything Tri-C has thrown at him. And here comes Vinny Gallagher. 0-for-1 today. A fly out to left field his first time up. And a left fielder out there. Bootwalter getting into position, moving off to the left even more. Trying to play the line, knowing where Gallagher put it last time. First pitch on the corner for strike 1. And I feel like, Cam, the term no answer just really epitomizes what this matchup has been for Tri-C.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely been tough.
Throw back to 1. A good jump from the throw. Sowden unable to pick him off. But if you're Tri-C, first things first, you want to get a run on the board. And then from there, try to find a way back in. But it starts with just simply finding a way to get on the scoreboard. 0-1 in there again, now 0-2. Surgical precision again and again from Sowden. 10 strikeouts tonight, but he wants more. He's going for number 11 here with the 0-2 pitch. He won't get it. Gallagher plays it down the left field line. Plenty of carry. And that one is going to be dropped against the wall. And Gallagher will cruise into second base. Put 2 runners in scoring position. And now the question is, how will they score it? Did he make a play? Did he actually have it in the glove?
I was going to think. I would say a double.
So a double will be how it is scored up here. A big swing from Gallagher.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really difficult play to make going back on the wall, and just couldn't get back to it. And Tri-C with an ample opportunity now to get back into this one.
First pitch right in there for Brock Miller, 0-1 the count. But going back to what I said moments ago, Cam, he moved over to play the left field line. And it made sense. And now he is plenty deep. The entire outfield plenty deep. Miller swinging a miss there now, 0-2 the counts. And this is the brick wall that you hit. You got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Yeah, try and just serve something up into the outfield, see if you can't get a sac fly here.
About and ready to go. His pitch. Gonna miss up and out for ball 1. But if you can drive home these 2 runs, make it a 3-run game, all of a sudden Tri-C has some life.
You got to be thinking Oppo here as well. Trying to attack the outside corner. You let it travel deeper. That one way too far outside, but let it, obviously, it's coming in quick, travel deep in your swing, get it before it obviously goes into the catcher's mitt. But being able to drive one out to right field and could have yourself a round of the bases.
And Tri-C really needs it here. 1 down, 2-2 count on Brock Miller. Sowden delivers, swing and a tip into the glove. Another punch out. It's number 11 for Sowden. 2 down. And that'll set up Jackson Bull. Same opportunity here, but no margin for error. And this is why he got moved. Can he provide a spark at the bottom of the order? And then you have Dreger at the top, or Dreger, excuse me, and Dreger. He has been a good spark plug guy for this team today. But all this resides on JB to begin with. First pitch in the dirt, blocked for ball 1. And of course, Cam, you and I in the back of our mind are thinking, are we going to see it finally click for Jackson this season and get that home run?
I'm just hoping he puts one in play.
If he does, I wouldn't be surprised if it's gone. Just combination of his swing and the velocity of the pitching, wouldn't be surprised at all.
I mean, especially, you got a 2-0 count here. You got to be thinking, he's got to throw me something here. I'm expecting the fastball. You got to be able to turn on it. Obviously, you talked about JB's power. If he's able to get one here.
But he can't overcommit to it. The 2-0, and there it is.
Yeah.
That's why you can't overcommit to it.
Yeah, I mean,
2-1.
he knew it was coming. Still, you're in a good position here, 2-1. You got to think he's still trying to attack you here, still trying to get you down.
Even if not intentional, it's one of those subconscious things you do. Okay, I want to smack the baseball, and you swing out of your shoes. And that time a check swing foul, and if he would have followed through,
yeah,
another one of those.
All of a sudden now you're down 2-2, and you're 1 strike away from getting sent back and end of the inning.
Only allowing 2 hits so far. Sowden has been great. 11 strikeouts on top of that. Trying to keep his shutout intact. And the top of the inning for Kellogg, it is Olipa, and then it goes back to the brothers. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at the side is retired. Strikeout number 12 tonight for Sowden, and the inning is over. Perfectly placed again by the fiery pitcher. I mean, Cam, you had that chance, that double, off the at the fence wall, whatever you want to call it out there. And in the end, nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
A tough one there for Tri-C. But we head to the 6th inning. Kellogg enjoying their baseball tonight, up by 5.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Top 6 here at Ron Mottl Field in Parma. 5-0 your score. Kellogg in control of the Tri-C Triceratops as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Cam Ragazzo. And we go back once again. Another good opportunity for Tri-C, but the defense of Kellogg just too powerful.
Yeah, I mean, they get in such a good opportunity, like you said, and then strand runners on the in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd. I mean, it's tough. It's really tough. It's really demoralizing on a team when you get so close, but still 90 feet away, and you can't get that first run to scratch across.
And here comes Tanner Olipa, a home run and a ground out so far today. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1 the counts. A solid outing so far from Lincoln Briggs. And he will enter his second inning of work here. And I would assume, barring any setbacks, that he is just going to finish this one out. Swing and a miss, now 0-2 the count. It does appear, though, that there is some action in the bullpen. And it'll be Cale Poland warming up. Going back to what we mentioned earlier about those transfer from the Division II level, Poland, one of those. 0-2 missing wide for ball one. Cale, a alum of Claymont High School. And I'm sure Claymont in a very exciting time joining the new Senate League in a few years' time. Part of the big shakeup down in Stark County and the surrounding counties beyond it. The 1-2 popped up and out of play. But Cam, I really was never able to ask your thoughts on the redistricting of the conferences down there with some of the moves between the PAC, the EBC, and the IVC.
I mean, it's definitely a shocker. I think that's the first thing that comes to mind. But, you know, it's going to be different having the teams all mixed up around next year.
And there's a swing and a miss. The third strikeout of the game for Briggs, and there is out number one.
Fun fact, 3 strikeouts. Lincoln Briggs is a triplet.
Wow. Impressive. That conference will take effect in the 28-29 season. Claymont, Tusky Valley, Sandy Valley, Fairless, I think Tuslaw, Marlington, Carrollton, Minerva.
Where's Alliance going?
No one knows. That's the one that's the outlier.
Yeah.
The NE8 most likely will take both Salem and West Branch. I would think West Branch is the more likely of the two if they only pick one. Alliance is just kind of on their own island. And from what I've heard, just really no idea yet. You could do PAC. Fed might be too much, but I kind of think they'll build their own conference. And I feel like that's their best course of action, but we'll see. The 1-0 misses high for ball two. But I wonder what Cale as an alum would think of that in the baseball realm. I know Claymont in the wrestling world now sets up a matchup with Carrollton, which will be a fun conference championship pretty much every single year. But baseball-wise, very open, and Carrollton had a good season. Claymont always good. It'll be a fun one to watch. 2-0 misses up high for ball three. All right, Cam, I know you're dying to tell us a Lincoln Briggs story, so I'll give you the floor here.
Well, I mean, way back when our team went out to, South Bend, Indiana, for a couple games at Notre Dame. Yeah, well, it was the triplets' birthday out there, and we had a great time out there. Actually, we were with another team, and we all kind of just sat out in the patio, and we're just having a fun time around. I think we won one game in that South Bend tournament, but it was still a great time. I remember we were celebrating their birthday at 12 o'clock at night, probably when we shouldn't have, as it newly turned the triplets' birthday. But it was a really fun time out there.
Those are the memories that you're going to take away, not the specifics of those games.
Oh yeah.
The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, back to back to back to back strikeouts, 4 in a row for Lincoln Briggs. I mean, he is impressing so far, and I'm sure, Cam, once again, you as a former teammate, very proud of him tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm, pretty excited to go up to him after and give him a little congrats, maybe a little jab here and there, but it's all out of love.
And the fact that he started this outing with that hard 90, he has really brought it back down to earth, and he has had a good outing. And if he's a guy trying to find his way into the rotation, whether it be out of the bullpen or potentially as a starter, this is the tape that you want to have against one of the best teams in the country. And it's not hyperbole to say they're one of the best teams in the country. The rankings have them at 9.
Exactly.
I know sometimes, especially in high school baseball, it's just the Max Preps rankings. There's really no definitive thing saying, hey, this is truly one of the best teams in the area. No, this is concrete. It's a collegiate ranking, and it shows that they're top 10, and they will stay there once the rankings are adjusted, I would assume. But it's still weird, once again, the game discrepancy. This is game number 16 for them, only game number 8 for Tri-C. And they're both in the Great Lakes region. So interesting dynamic to see how the committee scores that. 3-0 pitch misses up and in for ball 4. And there is the walk for Kaharchek. So that means Zach Kaharchek will walk. It was Jake who struck out moments ago. And that'll bring up Book Walter again. pair of walks and a strikeout for him this evening. But Cam, you can really just kind of feel it energy-wise, just time-wise. This game has really slowed down.
Yeah.
Briggs missing up and in for ball one. And you look at the bottom of the fifth inning, of course, obviously, they just didn't convert, but I think part of that does go back to energy.
Yeah, dugout was up in the first game. You have that demoralizing loss. You're already down 5-0 here in the second game. It kind of just takes the wind out of your sails, especially when you got 12 strikeouts as a team.
And when you know that you have a game coming up tomorrow, potentially, as that one's passed and into right field. From corner to corner he goes, and Kaharchak will stay there. Or Kaharchak, excuse me. But Zach Kaharchak going corner to corner on the passed ball on the throwback from Briggs. And run number 6 is knocking on the door. And again, only 5 hits tonight for Kellogg in this game. I mean, defensively, Tri-C, they've done a better job in this game, but the offense just couldn't ever find a rhythm. Still time for them to do that. Just, it'll take a lot. 1-0 misses there for ball 2. But I think this is a wake-up call to Tri-C that, hey, the 41-game win streak, that's gone.
Yeah.
Last year's tournament bid, it's gone. The receiving vote's part of the preseason poll. That doesn't matter anymore. We got to sit here and play our baseball. It could adjust tomorrow or even against Lansing, which I think if they take these losses the right way, they can go out there and sweep Lansing. I think they have the firepower, which I don't think anybody's going to sit here and debate the talent of Tri-C or the coaching of Tri-C. It's just, can they go out here against these really good ranked teams? They split against Macomb last year. Objectively, this Kellogg team, a lot better than that Macomb team. Runner, he will break for home. Play at the plate is not in time. And there is run number 6 for Kellogg. But going back to our dialogue, this Kellogg team is better than the team that they faced last year in Macomb. And they split that here in the cold. I think Lansing, a team that might be worse than that Macomb group or around the same level, you can split with. And arguably, and maybe objectively, this Tri-C team is better talent-wise than it was last year. And there's ball 4 missing inside. And I think a lot of that, it's not necessarily pound for pound the players that you brought back. It's who you brought in and the number of players that you bring in. From last year's class, you lose some key pieces. Suzuda, Banks, Mitch. Justin was big in the playoffs when Ko really couldn't play in the field. But then you bring in this big freshman class. And all of a sudden, you're just reloading every year. First pitch in there for strike 1. Where do you stand with that, Cam? Is the standard going to be you split at least with Lansing next weekend?
Well, I think the standard, you're obviously going to go out there and try and, I think it all depends on what happens in game number 1. You know, if you're able to come out with a win, you got to feel pretty good going into game 2, and that's kind of going to set the tone for how game 2 is going to go.
Popped up over towards first base, and the play is made by Gallagher, and the side is retired, but not before a 6th run comes across to score for Kellogg. Middle 6 in Parma. It's the Bruins up by 6 on SmeeSports.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field. 6-0 Kellogg on top in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cam, it looks like we do have a new player warming up to enter the ball game for Tri-C, and that is Zalen Yanmaz. And I believe he's going to go back into the dugout, but if he does come back in, you were just telling me during the break that he used to play with your brother.
Yeah, he used to play with older brother Ethan, but you could tell that when it comes to time.
But right now, down by 6, the goal for Tri-C is simple. Find some runs. First pitch fouled off by Dreger. 0-1 the count. In the on-deck circle, it is still going to be Cohen Merritt, so potentially Yanmaz coming in for Nathan Hill. That could be a spot that you see. Could even be Diddy Farrell in the 4 spot. That one fouled back, now 0-2. As the game has gone on, the speed of JT Sowden has not dropped off. That one at 91 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Unheard of. Sowden's 0-2. Pops up on the infield now, going towards right center field in no man's land. That one caught by the right fielder, St. Antoine, for out number 1. But potentially one that could have fallen in the Bermuda Triangle. And just given his speed, by the time that was caught, he was nearly at second base.
I was going to say it was up there for so long.
So here comes Cohen Merritt back into the lineup here at the 2nd spot. 1 for 2 so far. A strikeout and a single for him thus far in the matchup.
One of the 2 hits for the Tops today.
First pitch missing for ball 1. And once again, tomorrow, potentially 2 games. I feel like this is the least confident that we have been about a doubleheader.
Probably. Probably because we also haven't had a doubleheader in much a long time.
So we're going to miss there now 1-1 the count. The last one we had was the Terra State doubleheader.
Yeah.
September 14th, I think it was, so nearly 6 months ago. And as well, Cam, next time we're here, it's going to be after the time change. So it'll be right or later. 1-1 misses up high for ball 2. And there have been some great games here, of course, with the Tri-C, but going back to Father's Day this past year, a great matchup between Premier Boris. Ryan was not there coaching, but it was his team versus OEB Rundgren, which is Don Marchetto's old OEB team. A great 1-0 game here at Tri-C. On a 2-hour game here. It started around 7:30. But once it starts getting brighter and brighter out, yes, this is great, but when you have first pitch at 7 o'clock and it's sunny out, and then by the time you enter this point of the game and it gets dark, that's really where baseball's at its best. 3-1 misses high for ball 4, and Merritt will reach with 1 away. So plenty of speed now on the bases for Tri-C. And so Nathan Hill, he will stay in the game, and as it was pointed out to us, it will be correct. Yanmaz will come in for Farrell, and he is now in the on-deck circle. First pitch to Hill off the plate for ball 1. But again, Nate Hill's defense today has been outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, it really has over there at first. I'm trying to see if we're getting anything. It looks looks like we're starting to see some initial throwing in the bullpen for Kellogg.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make a change, but at the same time, try to let him go for his complete game shutout.
Yeah.
Trying to get a pitch count on him real quick here. See if we can get that, which we should have here in a few moments. 69 pitches, now 70. 1-1 the count. But only 70 pitches is impressive. And the fact is, when it's all said and done, his last pitch could still somehow be 95. He just hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. 1-1 blown right by him, now 1-2 the count. And as well, 12 strikeouts today. Even the dog's loving it.
Something like that.
I don't understand dog language all too well, so I really can't translate from here.
Okay.
The 1-2 in there for strike 3 looking. It's the Baker's dozen for JT Sowden. 13 strikeouts, 1 down. Or they're 2 down. Board had it wrong. So once again, JT Sowden. What do you say about him that hasn't been said?
Not much. He's been excellent.
So 2 down. Here comes Zalen Yanmaz, the freshman from Medina. So far in the year, batting .444. First pitch, chopped left side, has a chance to beat this one out on the one hop. Throw from 3, it is wide, and Yanmaz is in safe. Throw to 3 now is not in time. Merritt hangs on the bag. Yanmaz thinking about going. He will stay put. But Yanmaz, he will extend the inning, putting runners at the corners. He has been such a great get for Tri-C this season.
Yeah, I mean, trying to finally scratch their first run across the board. That'll get on as a error.
And now time call. This could just be a formal mound visit.
No, he's done.
Wow. But what an evening for JT Souden. Just over 70 pitches, 13 strikeouts, and he is in line for the win. And as well, potentially still in line for a shutout.
Not a bad day. Not a bad day at the office.
Do we have that last pitch speed? 88 he ends with.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Top 93 and last pitch 88.
Now, why do you make the move, considering how unhittable he's been? If you bring in somebody any slower, I feel like you're running the risk here of allowing Tri-C to just find their wheelhouse and rattle off a bunch of runs.
Yes, but I also think that you're still game 16 here, still young season. Yes, you want to have your pitcher go as long as possible, but why have him throw 100+ pitches when still a young season? And obviously your team has been excellent so far today, especially on the offense and on defense, especially in game number 2 here. But I think it's a good strategic move. Only 4 more outs that they need to get, and it's still an opportunity for their offense to come back up and tack on a couple more runs.
I still really don't like the move. I think you leave him out there to end the inning. It's just one of those that it's not like it's the placement that's getting Tri-C. It's the sheer speed. And you don't have another guy necessarily like that. Or if you do, you're going to pitch him in another game.
Yeah, that's why you should call me up in the box.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Bryce is down there. He was a PO for Glen Oak.
I'll throw at least 60 right down the middle and see how far they hit the ball off me.
I mean, I was pushing, 40 on a good day.
Oh, yeah. Lob that puppy in there. Take some BP.
It worked.
Somehow.
To some extent.
In freshman year baseball, it worked. I don't think it would work here at the JUCO level.
Absolutely not. First pitch, well inside on Bortnick, 1-0 the count. And the on-deck circle is going to be Joey Lehner subbing in for Jacob Jones. And that could also be a defensive change potentially. I want to foul away now, 1-1 the count. As well, the new arm on the mound here is Ty Jenkins, the sophomore, and Davenport commit. Just a tough move here, really tough to see if it's going to work out in the end or not. Jenkins taking his time. The 1-1, ground ball up the middle, and it's an RBI single for Braden Bortnick. And Tri-C is on the board. Throwback to 2, not in time. But that'll break the goose egg.
And it breaks his scoreless day.
A big hit there for Braden Bortnick yet again, stepping up for the Tops. Maybe some new life injected into this Tri-C offense.
Yeah, they're not done yet. Down to their final 4 outs. Still trying to get out number 3 here in the 3rd.
And you're going back towards the bottom of that order. Arguably your best spot of the order today. And this is the 6th spot with Lehner. And Lehner on the year heading into this doubleheader, batting .357, has 3 doubles, 3 RBIs as well. Could use a few more here. 6-1, Kellogg up by 5 on Tri-C. And that's a pass ball that'll put 2 in scoring position. A key passed ball, now 1-0 the counts.
And another one scores another run and moves another runner 90 more feet.
So now a single, that could make it 6-3.
I mean, yeah, two outs. You're going on contact, and I think, the speed there at second could probably get you home. You're probably sending them unless the outfielder's already got the ball in the glove.
So a 1-0 count here on Joey Lehner. And he will take that one. 1-1 the count, but I like that one. Just seeing what we saw moments ago, make him pitch to you.
Yeah. Get your pitch and try and smack it.
And in the on-deck circle, the ever-dangerous Vinny Gallagher. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. That time missing, ball 2.
And especially outfield sitting pretty deep if you're able to, dump one off in front of them or able to squeak one through the hole. Not a bad shot for a 2-run RBI single.
2-1 fouled back, count now even. And I think with every pitch, you can just hear a deep breath from both dugouts.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kellogg in a better spot than Tri-C is right now. But you get those 2 more runs across. If you can do it here, that could change things.
Yeah, starting to see a little optimism from the tops.
The pitch, fouled back again. Lehner survives to see another pitch. If you're Ty Jenkins, you know how important this third out is. It doesn't really need to be stated. Tri-C, though, they need these 2 runs more. And was that a check of something on the mound?
I don't know what it was.
Did he go to, like, his hat or something?
I really do not know.
An interesting one there. 2-2 count on Joey Lehner. Jenkins sets and fires. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. A big strikeout for Jenkins. The combined 14th today for Kellogg, and the inning is over. Braden Bortnick able to put Tri-C on the board. The top 6-1 your score through 6 at Ron Mottl Field.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field. 6-1 your score entering the top of the 7th inning. Obviously a big storyline right now. The pitching change, Jenkins coming in for Soudan after such a great start for him. But Tri-C, this defense, if they can hold up for one more inning, strange things have happened here before, Cam. They just need one more miracle from this offense.
Stranger things have happened.
But of course, a lot would have to go into that. It starts here. Do we need a 1-2-3 inning here for Tri-C to see that momentum be enough, or can they do it in another fashion?
I think they could do it in another fashion, but I think if you're able to go 1-2-3 here, you give your team a little bit of life, give your team some momentum going into the final frame.
Leading things off here is Jake Stickler, the first baseman. A great day at the office. 5 RBIs for him in the doubleheader combined. And he will say first pitch ball from Lincoln Briggs. And Briggs, he has been looking really good today. 4 strikeouts so far for him. A great outing out of the pen for the freshman from Medina. The 1-0. On the outer edge, evening things up. And just getting a quick look at the temperature to see what it is outside. 64 right now. Feels like 58. Some really excellent baseball weather. That one's just going to miss for ball 2. And you got to see a really good angle of it right there. A tough one all the way around. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Stickler. Nieto and Engelsman potentially up next after him. If not, the pinch hitter goes back in. 2-1 well inside for ball 3. If the result holds, Kellogg would improve to 11-5 on the year. Tri-C, they would fall to 4-4 to begin the campaign.
We just saw the replay of that one on your phone. I mean, I feel like that was probably in there.
I agree. Swing and a miss on the 3-1. We are full. Lincoln Briggs trying to get his 5th punch out of the evening, which would be incredible for him.
Yeah.
Had 1 strikeout in his lone outing before this. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one's in there for strike 3 looking. It's strikeout number 5 tonight for Lincoln Briggs. 1 down.
That's a way to battle back. Don't get the call and finally get the call on strike 3.
And as well, I was wrong. He had 2 appearances, but a 27 ERA entering play tonight.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but he's definitely fared much better tonight.
Point being, he's recalibrated quite nice. With 1 down, Nieto steps back in. 2 flyouts and a walk for him thus far. First pitch going to be a ball, 1-0 the count. Looking at Tri-C in the bottom of the inning, Gallagher, Miller, and Bowles going to try to keep this one going. Right now needing 5 to tie, 6 to win it. But again, strange things have happened here. The 1-0. Oh! Gonna say he missed it off the plate for ball 2.
I mean, I was going to throw us back to that Chardon comeback over only name, albeit high school baseball, but still, that was a very good comeback.
That was a very similar one with a pitching change. Here's the 2-0. A good drive into right center field. This one has a chance to get down, and it will. A perfectly placed ball into right field by Nieto. And it's a 1-out single for the Bruin offense. Only their 6th hit of the night, combined 9th of the game. And again, it feels like we've had more than that.
Yeah, it feels like there's been more offense, but earlier on in the game, and it's kind of been a while since.
So
even though both teams scored last inning.
Yeah, it seems like we've had more offense than we've had. That definitely has been a fair sentiment today, as it is going to be Ricky Ham now in. We saw him in the 9 spot in game number 1. And now he'll come in relief. Kellogg up 6-1 on Tri-C in the top of the 7th inning. And for those just tuning in, this will only be a 7-inning game, as it is game 2 of a doubleheader. And I assume the format will be the same again tomorrow. Bunt shown, and it's going to be wide of hill, but the runner will stay put. 1-0 the count. But tomorrow, if we play, it'll be interesting to see how Tri-C does. They still do have some of their strong arms out of the bullpen. A guy like Mueller could be in there, Poland. The question is, what does Kellogg have in their back locker?
Yeah, especially when you bring in a guy topping 93 in game 2.
But it was to match the ace, and I like it. Bunt down perfectly. Briggs picks it up from the mound. His throw to 1 on the money for out number 2. Nice pitcher fielding play from Lincoln Briggs. But that'll put run number 7 in scoring position for the Bruins.
I tell you, we spend countless hours practicing those at the Premier facility back in the day. Trying to throw in between the poles that were there back on the
I've practiced there a time or
old
so.
field, yeah. That was always fun, and then you would just occasionally just slam it against the pole.
In the words of the great Jimmy Buffett, trying to keep it within the navigational buoys.
Yeah,
Pitch
something
up
like
high
that.
for ball 1. But I know exactly what you're talking about, that facility, but still really nice.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
A lot of nice facilities in the area, and a lot of those complexes just getting nicer and nicer to kind of go outside of a team realm, D-bat being one of them. Swing and a miss now, 1-1 the counts. And, of course, a lot of that does go into the growing I don't want to say capitalistic approach to baseball, but a lot of it is more...
it's kind of what it is.
It is. It really is. But still, you get a lot of players that don't necessarily come from those big systems, too, which it really shows that, obviously, that dominates the headlines, but if you can play, they'll find you. And I think that's a lot of what JUCO has to offer. And I think this Tri-C team, at least for the area, and I'm sure up in Michigan, these guys, they've done a lot of good for the JUCO community, and not only Ohio and Michigan, but also for the Great Lakes, showing, hey, we have great baseball here, and we're not just junior college guys. we're guys that can play at that level, and we bring that level every single time.
Yeah, and we're guys that can play at this level, and not only at this level, but even further up, D1, D2, and we're trying to make it there.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Briggs looking for his 6th strikeout of the game. Not going to get it. Ground ball hit towards second. Bortnick's throw on the money, and the side is retired. A solid outing tonight for Lincoln Briggs. What a way to close it out, allowing 1 run, striking out 5, and in the end, allowing no damage in the top of the 7th inning. And we'll keep it here during the break as, well, there's some Fetty as well, I guess.
Okay.
You know, the music here at Tri-C is always top-notch. I will give them that. But going back to our dialogue on JUCO, Cam, I don't know where you stand, but I've, at least in conversations at Mount Union, become a big advocate for JUCO, and especially what it can do for players.
Yeah, and especially when they change the eligibility rules, that it doesn't use up your eligibility. I think we're going to see a lot more kids, they're able to get those D3 and D2 offers, but they're going to pass on up. They're going to pass up on them to try and bet on themselves. Not like that. Bet on themselves to, know what they're worth and come to JUCO programs like these two and better themselves and be able to try and go into better opportunities, D1, D2.
And it's incredible, and you and I both have taken classes through Tri-C in our own right, so I guess you can say Tri-C alums, kind of? Honorary in that way?
Technically, yeah, I guess. I took class at Stark State in 8th grade.
Mine was NDC and Tri-C through Holy Name, of course,
Yeah.
but JUCOs do a lot of good for the community, and it's awesome to see this great field named after the great Ron Mottl himself, and just the community at these games. It's always a great time here at Topps Ball, from the players to the fans who are here. It's a great place to watch a game on a Friday night.
I've quote-unquote been enrolled in 4 colleges, including VW. I took cryptography in 8th grade. I had no idea what I was doing, but I got an A.
You know what? Shout out Nico Yamaleva with that kind of transcript.
Yeah, I really had no idea what I was doing. And then, like you said, Notre Dame and Tri-C through a Holy Name. And then now BW.
There you go. It's go time for the Tri-C offense, down by 5 in the bottom of the 7th inning, as Vinny Gallagher steps in to try and get a rally going. First pitch taking strike 1. And another good first pitch, this time from Jenkins, who replaced Sowden in the last inning. You got to get more aggressive. We've been saying it all night. And I feel like our biggest criticism of the Tri-C team today has been they're not being aggressive enough early. Swings like that are plenty aggressive, don't get me wrong. It's just early on in the count. They're not jumping ahead, and they're allowing the pitcher to really dictate the future of the at-bat.
Yeah, I mean, you're already setting yourself down 0-1. You're already in a hole.
Gallagher pops that one foul off to the left side, and he will survive to see another pitch. As well, make sure that you stay tuned after our final commercial break, as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. And it looks like another ghost of Cam's past potentially warming up to come in. Here's the 0-2. That time missing low for ball 1.
Could potentially be in the hole there, Mr. Schneider.
Andy Schneider, a great player at Buckeye High School just last year.
I got a couple stories about him, too.
We're going to have a fun season, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the 1-2 from Jenkins. A chow swing from Gallagher. Jenkins picks it up off balance. His throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. A great play off the mound by Ty Jenkins.
Pitchers are athletes.
Yes, they are. And you know what? As we see A.J. Trobenter come in here, I love the walk-up song. I love it. Once again, Fetty, it fits. But I'm going to give you some trivia here, Cam.
Oh, I'm scared.
There's another great catcher that SmeeSports covers quite a lot that has that as his walk-up song.
Oh, that's...
It's niche, but it's a good one. How about Bo Davis, the Youngstown
That's
State
what I was
commits?
going to do. His name was on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't get it.
But looking at A.J. Trobenter, one of the guys that, when you look at this recruiting class for Tri-C, really got me excited, as he is a reigning state champion with Lake Catholic.
Yeah.
A great win over Sandusky Perkins at Canal Park in a really messed up weekend.
When we were out there, where were we at?
Gilmore.
Yeah, Gilmore Academy, and he was phenomenal in that game. Didn't he go yard?
He did.
Yeah, I was going to say, off Don Marchetta of all people, too.
He's 0 for 3 so far in his time at Tri-C in the regular season, trying to get his first career collegiate hit tonight. He was good. Pat Radigan, those two, impressive at Lake Catholic. It was no surprise they won states, and seeing how they played at Gilmore and Holy Name, they played competitive. It's just similar story tonight. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. And the on-deck circle after Trobenter, it goes strength to strength with Andy Schneider. Jenkins sets and delivers. That time skipping it in for ball 2. But of course, Lake Catholic, one of those great communities out in Lake County. Always good to see them have some success. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jenkins sets and delivers. Well off the plate for ball 3, and we are full. And of course, every time that we've had to go out to Lake Catholic, whether it be with Holy Name or on our end with football, Eric Schroeder and the rest of the athletic staff over there has been nothing but welcoming to us, and Coach Gibbons for football as well. Payoff pitch, ground ball, hit towards second base by Trobenter. Throw off to 1, bounces in, and it is in time for out number 2. And Tri-C is down to their final outs. And here comes the big man, Andy Schneider. All right, Cam, take it over.
Well, throwback to a couple of years ago when we were playing Buckeye. I forgot who was on the mound, but someone threw him an inside fastball, and he deposited that well over the tall right field wall at Buckeye High School.
The pumpkin-looking rocks?
No, the other way.
Oh.
That's over the left field wall, over the right field wall. But yeah, don't throw him an inside fastball. I think they learned that quickly. Another good story. I think it was back in like 12U. We were at, I don't know where we were at, but I was sitting on the bench and I was like, man, it would be so great if Andy hit a home run here. Next pitch, right over the right field wall.
That time it's on the outer edge for strike 2. And Tri-C is down their final strike tonight. Ty Jenkins looking to close this one out for the Bruins. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up into shallow left field. This one has a chance to get down, and it is caught. A diving catch closes out the night. A beautiful web gem from Kellogg, and they get the sweep on day 1. 6-1 your final. Web gems, unknown calls. Baseball is back, and it feels great, Cam.
Yeah, it really does. Tough one today for Tri-C. I mean, but a great Kellogg team, obviously ranked number 9, and catch the end of that web gem right there. I mean, full force diving head first.
When we return, we will announce our player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. 6-1 your final. Kellogg knocks off Tri-C as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Welcome back to Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. 6-1 your final score this evening. Kellogg Community College knocks off the Triceratops as they get the series sweep for day 1 of 2, barring weather concerns tomorrow. But a strong outing all the way around for the Bruins, who are now 11-5 on the season. As we toss things back upstairs, once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Cam Ragazzo, your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville, JT Sowden. In the end, he allowed 1 earned run, the only run of the game allowed by Kellogg, but 13 strikeouts, and he consistently hit between 85 and 94. Cam, I floated the question. I kind of agreed with my own question. Was JT the best pure pitcher that we have covered in the history of SmeeSports?
I think he might have been. I mean, he was so dominant out there tonight. Obviously, we know how good these Tri-C hitters can be, but I mean, he was just mowing them down out there. I think at one point he was at 70% of the hitters that went up there had struck out. And
he was 7 for 10.
A lot of them looking, too. That's the thing, being able to catch him off guard and just nail the corner of the zone exactly where he wants it. Perfect placement there. And, yeah, he was just phenomenal tonight and really a big reason with the 6-1 win tonight.
And going back to it, my big gripe, not enough aggression from the Tri-C offense today. Do you think if they would have been a little more aggressive that we could have had a different outcome here? Or do you think this one was kind of predestined to be a Kellogg win?
I think with the great pitching on the mound, it's difficult to say that, but I think it definitely would have been a little bit closer. Going out there, you're facing a guy that throws hard. You can't get down in the count 0-1, 0-2, and then start your swing. You got to try and take as many hacks as possible, and I think that's just a thing they got to take into the next couple of games, especially tomorrow with depending on who Kellogg still has in their bullpen and who's going to start game 1 tomorrow and potentially game 2 if we even make it out there, all the rain and stuff that's going on. But, yeah, it's definitely a thing that you got to think about if you're Tri-C, and I think that's probably something to talk about in their team huddle that's going on right now.
Now, pitching-wise, Lincoln Briggs, what an outing for him. 5 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. How far along do you think he just pushed himself in that pecking order?
I think it's so great for him. Obviously, in the first couple of games coming in this one with a 27 ERA, I think it's even better. He's, started off first batter, first pitch, hit by pitch, and all of a sudden you're thinking, oh, great, this isn't a great start. I've played with Lincoln before, and, a player gets down on themselves, but phenomenally battled back a couple of times. He allowed that run to come across, but still didn't phase him, and he was able to work out of it, and I'm just so proud of him. And like you said, I think he's really bumped himself up in this order. It's difficult coming, from Medina High School, a very prestigious high school, especially in the baseball world. They made a nice run last year, and then all of a sudden you're thrown into JUCO. JUCO's a whole different world than high school baseball, and I think it took some time to getting adjusting to it. Obviously you're not going to have the best outing every single time you go out there as much as you want to, but I think tonight was a great performance from him.
Tomorrow afternoon, if all goes to plan, 3 total games here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, 12-3 back here at Ron Mottl Field as Tri-C looks to take on Kellogg. Most likely, it's not going to happen.
He did?
Are we here at 10 a.m. now? Supposedly. Well, I'm going to have to pass off my chiropractor appointment to somebody now. So that's going to be fun.
That's what the bullpen was talking about.
So unconfirmed, we're back here at 10 a.m. So we're going to have a fun day tomorrow,
I think
aren't we?
we're trying to dodge the rain.
Yeah. So a 9-inning game then?
Yeah, 1 9-inning game.
Well, so scratch what I just said. We're going to be back here for 1 game tomorrow. I guess we're getting here around like 7:30 a.m. We're not getting sleep tonight, are we?
No.
Then after that, we'll have a break, which is the positive. And then tomorrow night, we close out our winter coverage. It should be a fun one. Alliance and Bedford, 7 p.m. tip-off live at Strongsville High School, the place that we got our season started back on the Friday before Thanksgiving. Excited for myself and Cooper Fontaine to call that game tomorrow evening, as that'll be a great way to close out winter 25-26. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe while there is no added cost. It greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and the Stark County areas. Looking ahead to the rest of our schedule this weekend. After tomorrow, Kent State Tusk on Sunday, 12-2 first pitches at Connaughton Valley High School. 7 total games this weekend, now down to 6. The hope is we have baseball tomorrow. Who knows? But, Cam, one more time, how good is it to have baseball back?
So great. So great. And, yeah, pumping it up and pumping up the numbers of the SmeeSports baseball broadcasts.
Gotta love it. That'll do it for us here tonight at Ron Mottl Field. Kellogg takes on the win, 6-1 your final. For Cam Ragazzo, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Parma Heights, and we will see you again next time. This has been College Baseball on SmeeSports.